Hello, Pre-Algebra. Alright, I think I got it all set up. Okay, so today what we're talking about is multiplying and dividing with negatives. Okay, so that could be integers, right? So that's our negative and positive counting numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3, keep going, and then also the negatives of those. And we can keep going with that as well. It's like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeps going like that. Okay, so this will work with integers. This will also work with positive and negative rational numbers. Okay, so if you remember, a rational number is any number that can be written as an integer over an integer. Right, so rational numbers can be positive or negative as well, because integers can be positive or negative. So let's first look at when we are multiplying and dividing two numbers with the same sign. Okay, so same signs. So here we have a positive times a positive. We'll get a positive, right? We do 3 times 4, we get positive 12. We do a positive divided by a positive, we get a positive. Negative times a negative, that is also a positive. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive too. So if we have the same signs, our answer is always positive, right? So let's come up with a couple examples. So what if I do negative 14 divided by positive 2? Okay. Sorry, not positive 2, negative 2. Negative 14 divided by negative 2. All right, same signs, so my answer is positive. So I'm going to write a little plus sign here so I remember it's positive. And then I do 14 divided by 2, which is 7. So my answer would be positive 7. All right, what if I did 3 times 5? Well, that's 15, and it's a positive times positive, so it's a positive. All right, so just remember, when you have the same sign, your answer will be positive. What if we had negative 1 over 2 times negative 3 over 4? All right, our answer, they have the same sign, so it'll be positive. And then remember, when we multiply fractions, or rational numbers, multiply across the top. 1 times 3 is 3. Then multiply across the bottom. 2 times 4 is 8. So our answer is positive 3/8. Okay, so that is how you do multiplying and dividing with the same sign. Now with a different sign, okay, so if I do a positive times a negative, the answer will be negative. If I do a positive divided by a negative, I'll get a negative. See where this is going? Negative times a positive, negative, negative divided by a positive is negative. All right, so if we are multiplying and dividing numbers with different signs, so a positive and a negative, our answer will always be negative. No joke. All right, so if we were to think of some examples, if I did 16 divided by negative 4, okay, different signs, so it's going to be negative, and then I do 16 divided by 4, which is 4, so my answer would be negative 4. If I did 3 over 5, negative 3 over 5, divided by 1 over 2, right, how would I do that? Well, different signs, so I know my answer would be negative, but we have division, right? So how do we divide fractions? We use keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 3 over 5. I keep my first fraction, change my division to multiplication, and flip my second fraction. So I have 2 over 1. All right, so like we said, we have different signs. So our answer will be negative, and then multiply across. 3 times 2 is 6, and 5 times 1 is 5. So my answer would be negative 6 over 5. All right, what about negative 4 times negative 3? What do you think on it? All right, do we have the same sign or different sign? The same sign. So it's going to be a positive, and I do 4 times 3, which is 12. Okay, so you just have to remember that if you are multiplying or dividing numbers with the same sign, it's always positive. If you're multiplying or dividing numbers with different signs, it's always negative. So for you guys today, I want you to open your workbooks. Sorry, a little loud here. To page, I think it's, page 58. You guys can't see it on camera, I'm sorry. Right? So it'll have you doing some multiplication, and it will have you do some substituting of values, and it'll also have you, let's get this up here, dividing as well. Remember the order of operations while you're doing this. One thing I want to look at together is number 9, okay? So for number 9, we're given mixed numbers. Let's see if I can make that a little clearer. Okay, number 9, we have some mixed numbers, right? We don't have these written as improper fractions. So I want to go over how to write a mixed number as an improper fraction. So I have 2 3/4. To write this as an improper fraction, I'm going to keep this denominator. So I know it's going to have a denominator of 4. To find my numerator, I do 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 3. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. So 2 3/4 be 11 over 4. So if I do this negative 3 and 4/5 right here, I would keep the 5, okay? We also keep the sign. It's still going to be negative. I should put some parentheses here to give them space. It's still going to be negative. And then what I'll do is 5 times 3, which is 15, plus 4, which is 19. And now this is the problem you're doing. All right, so just a little bit of a refresher on that. Yeah, email us with any questions. Page 58 in your workbook is your homework for today. All right, have a great day. Maybe. End the video. There we go.